What's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video, new Master Rule 2020. It's up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro per se, and you know, it's like a generic update. It's an automatic update that is very simple. You just need to add a discard here, far right side. In the side deck, just you know, like search Master Rule 2020, and I believe one of the players needs to add it into their main deck. The card will activate automatically, so then both players can decide, or I believe I need to, you know, they need to pick like yes or whatever. But long story short, this new card adds the ability to play under Master Rule 5. Anyway, so Shaddolls, again, they were with this new structure deck as well. I definitely like this build a lot, and they definitely got a boost with the new Master Rule edition, not being able to, or at least not forcing yourself to make the Link Summon first, even though Cloth Thief is quite broken with this deck. But the fact that you now can get free multiple construct, and most importantly App Cologne to the field as well for the at least for the regular Shadow Fusion search is quite disgusting. Matchup of today here against Salamangreat, again, you know, using the new Master Rule mechanic, even though Salads isn't really, well, it's a Link deck, so it's not really hindered, I guess, by the... at least it doesn't really gain something from the new Master Rule mechanic. Well, maybe like double horse or whatever. So anyway, main decking Effect Failure next to Ash Blossom in an early format, I guess that feels quite sweet. Especially because Effect Failure in worst case scenario might be an extra light, indeed. So Instant Fusion is quite broken next to Mind Control, especially when Cloth Thief is legal. So 1000 Ice Restrict, kind of forcing out the negation. Not really sure if there were any back row left, but again, well, long story short, I get my win condition on the field being the Winda, right? But yeah, I believe he's able to go for the Link Summon. Boral Sword is cool, but yeah, what can it do, right? So okay, Winda will just trigger getting back the Shadow Fusion, and Mathematician will give me an extra draw, and that's it. So okay, finally I'm able to search out the regular Shadow Fusion, because you know App Cologne needs two different, or at least needs two Shadow monsters with different attributes. So that's definitely okay. And sending Skomata and what is it called, Wendy as well when you special summon something from the deck. So most of the time, depending on the situation, I go for Ariel. You know, like Ariel is the Falco that special summons something from your banished pile. So either face up or face down. So face up because of the potential Link Summon, and again, like I'm not really sure. I think we know the back row being the Rota. So going for Construct, you know, some extra pluses eventually, and Cloth Thief is so broken with Instant Fusion and 1000 Ice Restrict, cleaning the board, going for Boral Sword, and I believe this should be game? Yeah, thanks to App Cologne I was able to negate the Boral Sword on my opponent's side of the field, and now I can freely attack for game, even though it wasn't looking too great, right? But again, Cloth Thief and Instant Fusion is just so ridiculous. So again, going second again, yeah, Shaddolls is definitely a deck you want to go second, so cards like Instant Fusion, Mind Control can shine, same for the, you know, the regular Shadow Fusion. So my opening end is okay, opening up, and that's of course the big weakness of Shaddolls, they still need to open that Fusion card, right? So the one negation is definitely crucial, but trying to get some extra pluses here off of Construct, and I think I'm forced to use the Call by the... I think an early Call by the Grave on the Effect Failure, but that lets me send Core to the graveyard, so now I can reuse my... yeah, it's such a ridiculous card, right? The regular Shadow Fusion. Setting up the trap as well. Probably like an interruption, I guess. Yeah, Ariel. Okay, Ariel indeed will trigger banishing 3 cards from my opponent's graveyard, but I make a small mistake. I probably should have banished the Failings as well, since now I need to make recovery play of setting... Well, always going to set Skomata, but the recovery play being banishing the Incarnation, the trap. So flip over Skomata to bounce back the horse. Is again, he could just go for the Link Summon and bounce back Winda and go from there. But here, okay, I lose Winda, but whatever, right? I just get back the Mr. Broken Shadow Fusion, and I can just make game next turn with all of those pluses. So again, okay, third tool, to third example, I guess. This opening end is okay. So normal summon indeed the Mathematician, but I run into Effect Failure, and that's quite huge, because now the second hand trap hits the field, being the the Ash Blossom Knight. So the back row might have been a bit scary being Roar or, you know, like Rage. Roar probably to, you know, like negate the, at least negate the Shadow Fusion, but I still have a couple of plays. I need to get that regular Shadow Fusion back, and that's an option with Mathematician. Mathematician sending Skomata and Core from a deck to the graveyard to get back the fusion, right? Getting more extra pluses, but another effect failure prevents that. And sadly, thanks to Call by the Grave is going to negate the window of getting, you know, like I tried to get back that Shadow Fusion, but nope. Close but no cigar, can't get it back. And I do have another option here with Ariel, right? Ariel special summoning Winda that's banished, and Winda, if it's destroyed, trying to get back the Shadow Fusion. And if, like, I only need one Shadow Fusion and then it's game. Then it's game for me, definitely. But, you know, as we see here, the Ash Blossom was put back in the hand thanks to Sunlight Wolf, and yeah, Blossom will be dropped here on the Shadow Fusion, and now I can't make a comeback, even though Skomata will this can potentially send something back, you know, like and yeah, he does stop the Call by the Grave. Yeah, long story short, that's how it is, right? You can't win them all. But that's how it is. Too many interruptions. Double Veiler on Mathematician. I believe 2 Call by the Graves? Yeah, 2 Call by the Graves, if I'm not mistaken. So that's, of course, a little bit too strong against something like Shaddolls. So even though with this new structure deck, and of course a new Master Rule mechanic deck is definitely much stronger, but it's still somewhat weak to not opening a fusion. And that's something, yeah, Super Polymerization, as you saw, is in a side deck, but it's definitely a card you might want to main deck as well, depending on the format, of course. So yeah, anyway, this is again a very solid opening hand. Thus, finally, I do have a Call by the Grave on the Ash Blossom. So now I can just go for game. This is too many pluses. The Dragon indeed forcing out the back row. It's Rage. Okay, Rage is fine. I'm losing constructs. But most importantly, I need that back row gone. No cards left in hand, so I can go for Cloth Thief Shenanigans. And this, I believe, is game. I think I can go for game thanks to Cloth Thief and the Trick Clown as well. There is Construct. I believe, yeah, indeed, Construct will eventually send the Incarnation and Core as well to the graveyard. Ariel will be flipped face up. Reborning, anything, doesn't really matter what. And yeah, indeed, I can go for a game. So that's how it is. New Shaddolls. The deck definitely got a big boost, but cards like Cloth Thief just makes it like so much better that it's ridiculous, right? So yeah, tips for the build, definitely feel free to leave them down below. Like other matchups in the new Master Rule mechanic, feel free to leave them down below as well. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.